Hello everyone, welcome to this short analysis video on Tesla stock. Hi Alessio, I understand you want to talk about Tesla stock.
Yeah, why not? People are asking about it, Tesla stock. So yeah, I think it's about time we talked about it. The Tesla chart has come to the levels we expected it would do. So I think it's worth just a quick mention of it.
All right, guys, join us. Okay, welcome back everyone. Alessio, before we start, I want to ask you a question. Do you like Tesla cars yourself?
Yeah, Tesla car, not really, no. I mean, I like looking at I like the chart of Tesla. But as for the car itself, no, you know me, Sara. I mean, I'm a sucker for German cars. I'm into German technology. Yes. So Mercedes or BMW anytime. Mercedes is my favorite car, obviously.
Yeah.
But Tesla, no, I'm not a fan.
Yes.
Not my cup of tea, as the English say.
Yes. Okay. So let's discuss Tesla.
Oh, by the way, Sara, what kind of car do you like?
Well, I love sports cars.
Oh yeah.
Like Bentley, Aston Martin, these kind of cars.
Bentley, very good taste. Yeah,
Yes.
Bentley is not bad. Bentley also is it used to be a British car, but now I think it's a German, owned by a German company. I think it's owned by VW. Aston Martin, yeah, great choice. British car, classic British car. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Do you see a lot of sport cars in Iran, which is in Tehran, where you are at?
Well, yes, but they are much different with the cars that they are in America or Europe. Because
have you seen any electric cars? I don't think there are any electric cars in Iran, right? Because I've never seen any. No,
not electric cars yet. No, not yet. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, people are still into that gasoline, diesel and petrol.
Yes, right? Gasoline. Yes,
but it's really cheap, right? I mean, it's cheap. Petrol is really. I mean, I've been there. I've been to Tehran.
Yes, in comparison with other countries, it is cheap in here. Yes, just 3,000 toman per liter.
What's 3,000 toman per liter? What's that in
pounds? It's about half a pence.
Half a pence, 50 pence.
Yes, per liter.
Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty good. 50 cents or 50 pence, something like that. Yeah, sorry, we got sidetracked. You had a question for me. Sorry.
What are your thoughts about Tesla cars? Sorry, Tesla stock.
Stock. Yeah. We can sit here and talk about Tesla cars. Yeah, stock. So some weeks ago, I think I put out a video. I think it was end of July. I think it was. Yeah, some weeks ago, I put out a video saying that very likely we're seeing a temporary top in the Tesla stock chart. So I was actually expecting a correction, a drop in the price of Tesla. And I said at the time that the most likely scenario for Tesla stock was a correction, a drop in the price. And that's pretty much what's happened. In fact, we'll probably put a clip here so people can watch it. So that's what I think is quite likely. I think in the next few weeks, we could come back and retest. Watch this level very carefully. The breakout point. It's about 215 approximately there. So that puts it about here, which is also convenient because of the 50% logarithmic retracement. Okay, the 50% blue line here meets us about the exact same point, the prior high of February, the February high, which is about 215, 214, 215. That's a level that could get tested. So if I was to put a region, which I think is going to get tested, a zone, I would say between 245 to 214. That's a region which I think Tesla could pull back down to. Essentially what I was looking for was a drop in the price of Tesla stock, TSLA, to about between the region of 245, 214, as we saw in the clip. And actually, as a matter of fact, we've come now to the target I was actually really hoping we would get there. It's also a target that my friend Charlie Burton quite likes as well. Prior highs, 214 was the prior high in Tesla. And we just tested this level very recently, the 214 support level. Okay. Now, I don't know if you, Sara, as I'm sure you probably know, because I know you follow chart analysis as well. So as I'm sure you know, a level of support, prior highs, is usually a typical level which can act as a temporary floor in the market. It doesn't mean the price cannot go lower. It just means that price tends to hold those levels. But we shall see if Tesla holds those levels or not.
So you are still long-term bullish on Tesla?
Long-term bullish, yeah. I mean, as yet, there are no signs of a bottom in this correction. So we have to be careful about that. I need to caution that even though we've come down to the levels, the support levels I was expecting, like for example 214, the prior highs, even though we've come now, we're testing those levels now, and I think overall we're going to continue going up. I think we need to be just cautioned that there are as yet no signs of a bottom in this correction, in this drop. I think once Tesla can get above the 240 to 50 level, so we've got resistance at 240 to 50. So once Tesla can give us a nice impulsive move, when I say impulsive, I mean made up of 5 smaller waves. So if Tesla can give us a nice impulsive rally or a move or a close above 240, 250, ideally above 250, which would be better, that would give us a high probability that the bottom is in on this correction. But as yet, we're not seeing that just yet. But I think over the next few weeks, we'll probably see that. I think I'm expecting a bounce, strong bounce on Tesla stock. And once we get that move or rally above 240 or 250, ideally, then I think we can say the odds have increased for a bottom in this correction, which we're expecting. I think then we could potentially start the next major rally or wave to much higher levels. I think we could rally above the 300 level in the next several months, potentially towards perhaps to 325 to 340. We shall see. But anyway, that's my expectation. I'm still long-term bullish, but just cautioning that we need to be careful right now. Just waiting waiting for this correction to bottom out.
And one last question: what would make you change your mind about this being a correction in Tesla, and what would make you bearish?
Good question, Sara. Yeah, what would make me bearish would be if Tesla broke down below support, like key support. So, for example, key support, I mentioned this in my previous video as well on Tesla. Key support in Tesla is about 190 or 197. I think 197 is like the 61.8% golden ratio Fibonacci retracement level. The bottom line is 197 or 200 is going to be the first support. Below that is 190. So in other words, for me to remain bullish long-term on Tesla, then Tesla needs to stay above and respect 190 at a minimum. Because below that, if Tesla drops below that, which I don't think is likely, I'm not expecting that. But if Tesla were to drop below 190, I would have to change my mind and become probably quite bearish. So watch that level between 197 to 190. Not because I think we're going to drop below it, but that's the key support level. Tesla must stay above that for me to maintain that long-term bullish perspective, which I think is the more likely view anyway, for the much higher levels to come. But those are the levels, those are the key levels which would make me change my mind if they get broken, which I don't think is likely. I don't think it's going to get broken.
Okay. Thank you, Alessio. I appreciate it. And it was a great discussion with you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, before you go, Sara, guys, if you haven't checked out Sara's channel, HelloIranTV, do check it out. A lot of great videos. She's put a lot of great videos there on Iran culture. So I'm looking forward to watching more stuff. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Make more videos about vlogging. You do more vlogs in Tehran. I think everyone wants to see that. So
yes, sure. Definitely. I have planned for it.
Good. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Sara.